Well, hello there, podcast family. This is Lee, your cruise director, back with another episode of Tea with Lee. Now, first of all, I do have to remind you that all views and opinions expressed in this podcast are mine alone, and they do not necessarily reflect those of my employer. And with that being said, we can get into the fun. Here it is, Tea with Lee.
It's time for tea. It's time for tea with Lee. It's time for tea. Time for tea with Lee.
Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode number 2. Yes, the second full-length episode of Tea with Lee. Looking at the statistics from our last show, numbers have dropped a little bit, so if you are still listening to this one, your support is invaluable. You're obviously a true friend and fan, and the other people were just pretending, so you officially qualify as being one of my favorites. We are, of course, broadcasting to most places that podcasts can be listened. Now, I do have one listener that has recorded me a special message. I only had one this week, so Maria, thank you so much. Let's hear from Maria and what she had to say.
Lee, this is your friend Maria from Miami.
Hi, Maria.
Just wanted to let you know that I am loving these podcasts. They are great. I've heard the first one and especially the second one with Simon London over and over again. I think this is a great idea. I look forward to all other podcasts that you will be posting in the future. So keep them coming. Sending greetings from Miami.
Thank you so much, Maria. It was lovely to hear from you. And I have to say, it is great to get voice messages. I communicate with a lot of my past guests and I suppose future guests through social media on Facebook and Instagram. But being able to hear your voice and actually get to talk with you is incredible. So if you'd like to leave me a voice message for the show, you can do so at anchor.fm/Tea with Lee, and there's a little button there that you can leave me a voice note. Now, I don't want to run through this list every single show, but I have to acknowledge all of the different countries that we've got listeners tuning in from. We've got the United States, Australia, the UK, Canada, Ireland, India, South Africa, Mexico, Portugal, Germany, Gibraltar, Belgium, the United Arab Emirates, I don't even know who I know out there, the Ukraine, New Zealand, the Philippines, Czech Republic, Trinidad and Tobago, France, Brazil, Serbia, Hong Kong as well. So if you're listening from any of those countries, thank you. And now I feel this sort of sense of competition that I want to conquer the world with this little podcast. I doubt that'll happen, but I would love to get more countries added on this list. So please do feel free to share the podcast with your friends and family around the world. Now, what is today's episode? Today, I'm featuring my first ever interview for the podcast. Last week, we were speaking with Simon London, who has now run the London Marathon in support of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital and Children with Cancer UK, two incredible organizations, and we are so proud of him. So Simon, if you're listening, well done, my friend. We love you to bits. Thank you for everything that you've done for those charities. Now, talking of charity, this week I'm talking with Savannah Unana Mitchell, cruise director from Carnival Cruise Line, most recently on the Carnival Splendor Down Under. G'day. I'm talking about her lockdown life. She's doing something incredible for charity as well, and I wanted to shine a spotlight on her efforts. Before we do dive in, I want to pose some questions to you to get you interacting on the voice messages. So you can have your say, express an opinion, let me know what you think, give a shout out to anybody, but I'm going to ask you some questions. So first of all, have you ever been on a cruise and never got off in port? Have you ever done that? My mum sailed with me and didn't get off the ship in port. And I know there are some people out there that book back-to-back cruises, and one of the cruises, they'll get off and explore the ports, and the next one, they'll make the most of the ship when there's nobody else on and treat the ship like their own private yacht. Have you ever done that? If you want to leave me a voice note, as I say, it's anchor.fm/Tea with Lee to have your say. Now, before I jump into the interview with Savannah, I do want to just remind you, I know you know what's coming, I want to remind you about my t-shirts. Yeah, I've got t-shirts available at leeyourcruisedirector.tmill.com. That's Lee Your Cruise Director, all one word, .tmill.com. And now, let's dive in to my catch-up with the wonderful Savannah Unana Mitchell. Hi, Sam.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm so good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Welcome. You are my very first guest on Tea with Lee. Hi, everyone. Future Lee here. Just wanting to clear something up. I know what you're thinking. How can she be the first person on Tea with Lee? You had Simon on last week. I had to upload Simon's interview early because he was running the London Marathon on Sunday, but Savannah was indeed my very first guest on Tea with Lee. Okay, back to the interview.
I'm so excited. I'm so honored. It is a pleasure. I'm beyond excited. I've been telling everybody that I've seen, all of 2 people that I've legally been able to, about it non-stop ever since we've decided to do this.
Oh, bless your heart. 2 legal friends.
Yes. Well, I mean, I don't even know if 2 friends is even legal at this point, but yeah. Anyway, we'll get into it. How are you? How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. I'm just here in my mum's house. For anyone that doesn't know, I'm in the northwest of England, in the county of Cumbria. But Savannah, where are you?
I'm in Melbourne, Australia, currently at the moment. And I guess I'm here. I'm in my house for 23 hours a day.
23
at the moment.
hours a day.
We're in stage 4, where you're only allowed to leave your house for 1 hour a day for exercise and then for essential reasons. But you're only supposed to go food shopping like once a week and all of that. So, yeah.
I recognize that. We did that here in the UK as well. Hey, Savannah, can you tell everybody about your career with Carnival so far? Because right now you're a cruise director, but you've been with Carnival for a while, right?
I have. I've been with Carnival for around 6.5 years now. And I started out as a entertainment host.
Uh-huh.
And then, yeah, I only planned on doing it for 6 months. It was a classic. I'll just try it out. I'll travel a little bit, earn some money, and then I'll go do a real job. You know what I mean? And then I started to love it. I fell in love with it real quick. I got the bug and I stuck with it. And at the time when I first started ships, I had dreamed that I would be a Carnival dancer. I thought maybe I'll do a contract as an entertainment host, and then I'll go on to be a dancer after that. I'd studied dance before I was a dancer. I didn't realize that I could do that on ships. It was so exciting. I was learning all these new things, but then I learned what a cruise director was, and I was like, oh my goodness, maybe she'll do that. I love attention. I love to talk.
Ooh, no.
I love making people happy. I love to dance around and act like a fool. This is perfect. Being a cruise director, for me, what it looked like was just being an adult child. You just get up and have fun all day. Like, it's just amazing. So I thought about it and I was like, you know what? I'm going to target that. I'm going to do that. And that was 6.5 years ago. 4 years in, I ended up getting the job. At 24 years old, I was the youngest cruise director in the fleet at the time.
Boom.
It was pretty exciting. Little girl from Australia. And I've been a cruise director for around 2.5 years now.
Amazing.
It's been a great journey.
Amazing. Yeah. So for like friends and listeners that might be out in Australia that want to get a job at sea, or maybe they've got family or friends that would love to make a start, how did you go about applying for your job?
My story is a little bit unique. I was going to a performing arts school and Carnival happened to be holding the auditions at my school. And they said, hey, you go to school here, you're 18, do you want to come in and try it out? And I said, why not? Like, I had just finished my classes for the day. I'll go in and check this out. I ended up doing a 5-hour audition with the fabulous Chris Unstead, who did all of our auditions at the time. Yeah, I didn't think anything of it afterwards. Got an email about a month later and they said, hey, you've got the job. They don't really do auditions like that in Australia anymore, but you can always apply online. The carnivalentertainment.com/careers. You can always use that link. And they're always looking for Australians because we're pretty fun people.
I
We're
think
a lot of
so.
fun. We're a good time.
I think
Yeah.
so. I think Australians are really fun loving, and you know what? I credit the sun. Some people would credit alcohol, but I credit the sun. I think the sun really makes people
Okay,
happy.
stuff.
Really makes people happy, but like people from Hawaii are so laid back and happy as well. And I think there's a direct correlation between getting your what vitamin do you get from? Is it B12 or
Getting the vitamin D.
you stop that? But you get some sort of vitamins from the sun, and I think it keeps everybody like shiny and happy. And that's why when people ask us, like, how are you so happy all the time? Like, you live on a ship, you're away from your family. Is it not hard? I think it's because we're out in the sun and having a great time. You are sounding more Aussified now.
I sound more Australian, don't I, mate? Yes, I do.
Definitely, because last time I saw you, you were like fresh off the plane in from spending, about 7 years in America?
Yeah, I spent, close to it. Yeah, about 6.5 years I spent in America. I still have like little American twangs like here and there, but I have definitely gotten my Australian accent back.
So let's talk about the ship. What do you miss about being on board?
So many things. Wow. How do I break it down? I miss, number one, I miss my team. I miss the camaraderie of having that solid team, that support that's on board. They're your best friends, they're your teammates, the Carnival family. They're surrounded by the familiar faces. Like, yes, there are different crew members on every ship, but when you're with the company for so long, you get the same familiar faces, and it does really feel like a family. And I miss having this giant extended family of smiling, happy, incredible people around me every single day.
Yeah.
I miss that.
I get that.
I miss the feeling, you would know this so well, that start of the cruise feeling when the new guests come on board, and that you just have that vibe of excitement and optimism and hope, and everybody is just so ready to have a good time. And you're just walking around and you can just feel this like buzz. It's incredible. I miss that feeling. I miss it so much.
Yeah, I was just saying, I was doing a live video yesterday. Was it on a live video? I don't know. I record myself so much. It's ridiculous. But I was saying on one of my various recorded mediums that I've realized how I really feed off the change, the revolving door of faces and interactions. Like every single week we're meeting new people and it's a new introduction, or you're reuniting with people that have cruised with you before.
Exactly.
Crew members leaving, new crew members coming in, and that stimulation of new faces.
We're used to seeing new people or just being in a different place every day. Like, I wake up in the same house every day and I can't leave my garden. I mean, it's a beautiful garden. I'm blessed to have such a beautiful place to live. But I'm like, I'm used to waking up in Turks and Caicos one day, Bahamas the next, Mexico the next. Now, in this life, I am so excited if a new little leaf is grown on my houseplant.
Oh.
That's the scale of excitement that it's gotten to. But yeah, I miss the people. I miss having those people around. I also miss the feeling of, I remember the question I used to get at our Q&As all the time. Yeah. That was, why do you love this job? Why do you do this job? I've always said that nothing else has given me so much purpose. I wake up every morning and I know that whatever I do, I'm going to make someone smile. Mm-hmm. I'm probably going to make someone cry. I'm going to impact somebody's day in something, and someone's day is going to be better just because I'm there. And that is an incredible feeling it's a powerful feeling to have, and that purpose that you wake up with every morning. I miss that. I miss being able to make a difference in people's lives just by showing up and doing my job. Like that's a feeling that I really, really miss.
That was something that I really overlooked. I wouldn't say took for granted, but I just overlooked how much impact and how much reach that we actually have on board. And it wasn't until the last year or so that guests had been messaging me after the cruise usually, or writing notes as they were getting off, and just saying thank you for how you've touched my life, or the impression that you've made on my kids, they want to work on cruise ships now. Silly things like a lady wrote to me on my Facebook saying my daughter still wakes me up saying, "Good morning, Carnival Sunshine family." I worked on the Sunshine in 2017, I think.
Oh my goodness.
So,
That's a throwback.
yeah, I just, and it blows me away because to me, I'll get up and I'm just doing my thing and we're cruising, we're having fun. Like for me, it's all about
Exactly.
positivity and good vibes and just making the most out of a vacation. But on a very rare occasion, you can really, really touch somebody's life without even trying. And that blew my mind. Savannah, how do we find you on Facebook and Instagram?
I'm very easy to find. It is Savannah Unana on Facebook, or you can just look up Savannah Cruise Director. Even if you just type in to Google Savannah Cruise Director, it's the first thing that shows up.
Oh, top results.
Yeah. I Googled myself. And top dog. So, if you Google me, I'm there. And if you look up on Instagram, Savannah Cruise Director, I am there. And I have been doing some big things on my Instagram and my Facebook lately. I'm trying to do something huge to get that feeling back. That feeling that we were just talking about.
Yeah.
Making a difference, making an impact. Like this year has been so crazy and downright depressing for so many reasons. And I wanted to flip the switch a little bit and like bring a little bit of positivity to my 2020. Mm-hmm. I wanted to make my 2020 as positive as I could possibly make it. I have been thinking for weeks about what I can do to make an impact. I love what you're doing. I love that you have been doing nonstop projects, different things throughout your quarantine. This podcast is incredible. That's a great idea. I literally, when I saw the post, my friend was sitting next to me and I was like, look at this. This guy's doing this. I listed all the things that you've been doing and it's so inspiring. Oh. And it really did inspire me to do something more as well. So I've decided to shave off all my hair. Yeah, I'm going to just go bald. I thought that would make a good impact.
You're going to Sinead O'Connor your hair?
Me and Sinead will be twinning.
You are going to, so you're going to shave all of your hair off?
Mm-hmm. You shaved your head once, right?
Yeah, I did. I shaved my head on the Splendor for St. Jude. We were raising money. And I think you're doing it for a similar cause, right?
I am, yes. That's why I was saying, I saw on your Instagram the other day, it reminded me that you shaved your head off and you raised a bunch of money for St. Jude. My one is similar. I'm not just shaving it off for shock value, although it's very entertaining for myself and my friends. But I am doing it to raise money for the Leukemia Foundation. Oh. They have an incredible organization. It's called the World's Greatest Shave. It's been going for longer than I've been alive. Mm-hmm. It's something to say that I've seen people do for years and years growing up. They had a big event of it at my school. Someone would always shave their head or kids would dye their hair and raise money. And I was never brave enough to do it. I was always so addicted to this hair, this locks, and I was too scared of what was going to happen. But something's changed. Something's different. And I want to make a difference and try and help some people that are less fortunate than I am this year. And I want to get that feeling back of being able to help another and have a purpose. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I've got so much to say, so many thoughts. One, you've got beautiful, beautiful curly hair.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Hannah.
Really beautiful curly hair. So that's a big deal. How do we donate? How do we support you in this big shave?
You can look me up on www.leukaemiafoundation.org/Savannah Mitchell.
Uh-huh.
The link is also in my bio if you don't want to remember all of that. The link's in my bio on my Instagram. It's also posted on my Facebook page. So you can just click on the link. It'll take you to the Leukemia Foundation's website, mm-hmm. and it'll go directly to my sponsor me link. You can send me $1. You can send me $500, whatever you've got spare. Any spare change, you can send me a couple of cents if you want. I keep saying send me, but none of it goes to me. I don't handle the money at all. Yeah. It goes directly to the Leukemia Foundation. They take it. There's no change of hands of money with me at all. I am just endorsing their website and making sure that they get the support they need, because there are some families that, although we all have it pretty terrible at the moment, I couldn't imagine it having it that worse at the
Yeah.
moment as well. The Leukemia Foundation doesn't just help with research, they help those families. They help them with housing, they help them find those doctors, they help them with everything.
Well, I think it's incredible. So when you raise your money, do you have a goal? Do you have a target that you're trying to hit?
Well, when I first did it, I really thought that it would just be a little splash and no one would really pay attention to it, because I was like, little old me, I've been barely posting on social media. Everyone's forgotten who I am.
Oh,
I'll just do a $600. Been in my little shell, haven't been able to leave my house. I was like, no one knows what my name is anymore. So I had a $600 target at first, and then I raised $1,000 in the first 24 hours. It was incredible. I was very taken aback. I lost for words, honestly. But I have raised it now. 7,000 would be a dream. It would be an absolute dream. It would do so much to help those people and those families in need. And I know I think part of it is I feel like I'm asking a lot, because everyone is struggling right now, and there's a lot of people that are out of pocket, and it's like, oh, you're asking for money for other families. But when I looked at myself and my situation, I was like, I can afford $5 to help out a family in need. And I know that there are other people that are in the same boat as I am. Well, not boat, lambs now. Oh, yeah. So I thought about it, and I was like, am I asking too much? And I really don't think I am. Yeah. So I started small with 600, but now I'm really gunning for that $7,000 mark.
please, please, please support this incredible woman with her fundraising goals. As much as I love her hair, I think she's going to look great bald. I think you're going to look like Jessie J.
Oh, the compliments keep them coming.
Yeah, I think you're going to look like more Jessie J than like crazy Britney Spears when she lost it.
Oh my God, that was the first comment I got from my friend. I was like, I'm going to shave my hair off, and they were like, Britney Spears 07.
Yeah.
So.
Are you okay?
You're all right. You need help. You need a cuddle.
Joking. I think it's incredible. I really do.
Thank you.
I really do. There's one.
I like the Jessie J comment. I was thinking maybe I could very much look like a mini me from Austin Powers. I was thinking I might twin him.
No, I mean, Halloween's around the corner. You can always get dressed up.
Oh my goodness, Lee. That is the best idea ever. I love you for that. You've just given me the best.
You're welcome.
I'm so thankful.
You're welcome. And you'll save
if
so
all
much.
I got from this conversation is a Halloween costume, I'm so happy. We're hoping that restrictions will open up and we'll be able to actually have a Halloween here. They said by October 26th, they're going to open it up and you're allowed to have like 10 people at your house. So we'll be able to have a mini Halloween in Australia this year, which is exciting.
I tell you something, I really thought about this, and I don't know if you're much better off than I am when it comes to this situation. But when I got home and they were talking about restrictions and how many people, right now there's a rule of 6 in the UK. I don't think I've got 6 friends anymore.
Oh my goodness!
I mean, within like the vicinity of my house where we could reasonably meet up. I mean, I'm counting family members as friends because I don't think I've got 6.
I can relate. I can relate. Do I have 10 friends to fill a Halloween party? Probably not.
It's okay. You're not alone. You're not alone. I think when we move away, when we go to work at sea, you have a blessing that you make a ton of friends and you can sign on. I really believe after a little while, being a part of the Carnival family, like you said before, you can walk on any ship and either know somebody or know somebody that knows one of your previous friends, and you've immediately got a network.
Yeah. I have memories of walking on a ship. I'm there for less than 5 minutes, and I've seen 4 people that I know, smiling faces. They're like, just the security guards. They get on the ship, and they're like, I know 3 of the security guards as I'm boarding already. It's such a sense of family. I have a question for you.
Hit me with
What's been your favorite thing about lockdown? Like, what has been the thing that you have actually kind of loved?
I'll be honest. Just getting to stop for a little while. I didn't realize how fast paced my life was, and I'd got myself into such a rhythm that it was so normal. But coming home, being able to just stop was great. But the novelty wore off on that pretty fast.
Oh, very quick.
But for me, the biggest thing that I've taken away, and this is going to sound really deep and philosophical, but perspective, I've really been able to appreciate from my own standpoint what's important to me, who's important to me, and the things that matter, like really matter, and the human connection and people, and the reasons why I do what I do at work as well. Just those motivations, I think that's great. And watching my friends, like I was in touch with Erica and Rowan over in Canada, and she's been like planting vegetables in her garden and growing things.
I've seen, and she's been hanging out with the horses every day. So me and Erica are Apple Watch buddies. Sounds bougie, but we have an attachment with our Apple Watches, and whenever she goes on a ride with her horse or goes for a run or anything, I get a notification, and then I'll send her like a little motivational. Yeah, I'll send her a little motivational message, and whenever I do a workout or do something crazy, my watch will tell her, and she sends me motivational messages. So I'm up to date with what Erica's doing, moment by moment, really.
Well, I tell you,
she can't do anything without knowing.
My watch is linked to Erica's, but it's a fairly one-sided exchange. I get notified how good she is and how fit she is and how she's been working out.
It's intimidating, isn't it?
And my watch it doesn't tell her anything because it doesn't want to disturb her. It knows how busy she is. And I figure if I worked out too, I'd be interrupting something.
Oh, you make her feel bad. Maybe we should become watch buddies, and then you'll feel better about yourself. Because you'll be like, oh, Savannah didn't do anything today either. So at least...
Babe, you're going to think that my watch was stolen. You're going to... But yeah, we can totally do that. Right.
Absolutely.
I suppose I should start like rounding things up. We've been chatting for a while.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Little chatterboxes. It's almost like we talk for a living.
To round things off, you are Savannah Unana on Facebook, or Savannah Cruise Director. If we Google you, we can find you.
Absolutely.
You are Savannah Cruise Director on Instagram, and there are links to your Leukemia Foundation donation page on all of that good stuff. I'm going to put a link in the description of this episode as well to make it super easy for our listeners to find your page and just to give you some support.
That is incredible. Thank you so much for allowing me to be the first guest on your podcast. I feel so honored. It's been incredible. It's been so nice catching up with you too. I've missed your face. I've missed your voice.
Oh.
I'm so happy for you that you're doing this. It's so exciting.
Well, Savannah, thank you so much for joining me on Tea with Lee.
Say bye.
It's time for tea. It's time for tea with Lee. It's time for tea. Time for tea with Lee.
Well, that was wonderful being able to catch up with Savannah. She is just such a wonderful, wonderful person, and I can't wait to see her without any hair. Oh, it's such a huge commitment, a huge statement, but I'm sure, as I said in the interview, that she is going to rock it. Well, that's it for today's episode. If you are still listening, thank you so much. Much love to you. Remember, wash your hands, be safe, stay up late, have fun, and make memories. This was Tea with Lee. I'll see you next week.